I feel very foreign to my own channel. It's been a really long time since I've done a video, and I feel like I've forgotten how to be in front of a camera. I do. And I feel like I need to reintroduce myself. But first and foremost, I should say, hi there. Welcome to the year of 2026, where I'm doing a semi-return back to YouTube. And my name is Lita. I am known as Lita Kino on the interwebs. I do many different things anime orientated. I have a blog. I have a solo anime podcast called Anime One at a Time. And I have the channel. So everything you'll see here is anime. And everything all in my older content that I've done here on YouTube is all purely anime. And I've been doing this for a very long time. We are talking at least over 15 years. Yeah, about 15 years. But a while ago, a long time ago, I did a comeback video, and that place at that time in life, I was not ready to come back, I think. And then I just left everything as it was. But everything is very different now. And the plan for the channel is throughout this year, at least, I would like to do a few videos here and there talking about, I guess, whatever's on my brain. Honestly, I'm not going to have concrete plans, but I can tell you that some of that will probably involve some hauls. Like this video is actually going to be an anime haul of stuff that I collected last year in 2025. There'll be a focus on maybe some seasonal anime I'd like to talk about. Whatever's on my brain, honestly. And there's going to be no schedule for sure. I have really enjoyed, when it comes to content creating, doing content that doesn't have a schedule. And I feel that works a lot in my favor, because anyway, if you're active on all your other socials that you've got, people can see, when you're going to post something. So that's how it's going to work here. And in terms of my blog, I've been running that for like over 10 years now. It turned 10 last year. I put out a blog post actually recently of the plan for the blog. It's definitely going to be more posting this year, because last year life was very different. And in terms of my podcast, I've been running that for the past 2 years, and I was doing one podcast per month, but now I'm going to be doing 2 podcasts per month. So already I have the plans for the first 2 podcasts I'm going to cover. They're probably going to come out at the end of January at this stage. If I can get them out earlier, then I will. I really want to do 2 podcasts per month this year. That is a goal. I accept if life happens, but I feel like if you can get the ball rolling for January, I'll be really happy about that. Pretty active on Instagram now, a lot more than my other ones. I do have Twitter, Bluesky, and Insta threads, but I don't really use Insta threads, honestly. This video is going to be a bit of a mini haul. I did not collect a lot of anime last year, and I have not collected a lot of anime for probably the past couple of years. Seems so sad to say. It was such a frequent thing for me, and then things happen, there's bills, all that. But I slowly now can get back into I actually have been able to collect a few things per month here and there. So this is a really small haul right now. And yeah, definitely I love to treat myself to a new anime. It's like the buzz thing for me. And it's the one thing that gets me to, impulse buy a lot. Collection I have here is a few things I got last year, and these are things that I have wanted in my collection for ages. And my anime collection has changed over the years. I have many videos of me talking about what I collect, and I'm not just doing random hauls here and there, and I'm not impulse buying. I do buy with intent now, so anything in my collection that I have, which currently you can half see over here, sorry about the Lego horse, everything I have in my collection here are things that I have rewatched and things I'm going to rewatch. because I imagine myself being 90 years old in a rocking chair and I want to be rewatching my favorites. That's the whole point of me wanting to have a collection, because when I get older, you know, I might be, you know, well versed now in things, streaming things online, but you know, the Wi-Fi connection is not always half reliable sometimes. So that's one of the reasons. And I always have loved collecting physical media. I think it's so important, especially now in the current market, because things have changed so vastly. And there's nothing that will not make me not collect physical media, honestly. So, without further ado, let me get into what the first thing is on this pile, because I haven't even looked. I just grabbed everything off the shelf last night. I'm like, what is the anime that I have not talked about yet? But anyway, first up that I got off my pile is Sailor Moon Sailor Stars. I got this off of a secondhand website called CX Buy. If anyone's interested, it's an Australian website, sells secondhand anime. I have seen all the Sailor Stars, like concluding Sailor Moon all together. I was hit or miss with Sailor Stars. I felt like there were parts of it that really dragged out, but you know, as a long time Sailor Moon fan, it was so good. I just loved seeing the outer senshi. That was one of the reasons I really wanted to watch this, and I've wanted to watch this for years, and I really did love it. So it was so good to finally get to watch that. So that's what's in my collection. And then this is going to be like a not very too long haul video, by the way, anyway. And then the next thing I got, which I'm trying to get, I was just looking up there, I was like, have I got everything? Next up that I have added to my collection, finally, after a long period, is Fruits Basket, the 2019 adaptation, the good shoujo shit. There's a bit of a mixed bag. I have the 2 first seasons in DVD and then the 1 in Blu-ray. I'm not someone that's particularly fussed when it comes to when getting physical media, if it's not in the same publication format. These were just good deals. They came along as good deals, that's why I bought them. I love Fruits Basket. I love the old 2001 adaptation, and I love the new one. Obviously the new one kicks balls, honestly. It does. It's just one of those ones I always recommend. I have always recommended, and nothing can make me not love Toru. Nothing. But you know, if you really have not heard of this, it really is about a girl who ends up living out in a tent in the forest with nowhere to go. She doesn't want to be any trouble to anyone, any burden. She's lost her mother, and she ends up coming across one of the popular guys from school, Yuki Soma, and she ends up coming to live with Yuki and his family, but they're under the Zodiac curse. They turn into the animals of the Zodiac, and there's just a whole bunch of deep emotional shit that happens in here. So if you're in for that sort of thing, definitely this is a must to watch. Now, I do not have the TV series yet. I've got to get my hands on that, but I have Violet Evergarden, the movie. I'm sure everybody has at least heard of this. Violet Evergarden, an emotional time where you're gonna need like 5,000 tissues. Like, I thought I would never buy this movie. I thought I wouldn't even want to watch it again after what it did to me. Tears your soul apart. But that's what we love about Kyoto Animation. That's why it's one of my favorite studios. The emotional draw. Like, I'm ready. I've got my box of tissues. This series, well, what can I say? It's amazing. It's just amazing. Like, especially what I love about it is the format it brings about, conveying your words through letters, through writing, which, you know, we do a lot of that online stuff now, how we convey how we feel, but also the importance of writing, journaling. I love that's one of the main messages I love about this show. And obviously, you know, what Violet goes through, so I love this movie. So I'm so glad to have it in my collection. Of course, it had to be 4K Blu-ray. Next up, we have one of my favorite new additions to the romance list for me, which is The Saint's Power is Omnipotent. I think that's how you say it. Yes. This, I fell in love with this. And then when the season 2 was announced, loved it even more. Now, I think I need to rewatch season 2 because I got my ums and ahs about it. I do. But overall, I did think it was still, I thought the season 1 was stronger than the second season. But yeah, we have a girl who is transported to another world, but it's through sad means she's transported to this world, and she ends up becoming like a herbalist, a healer, and she's known as the saint of this world. And she has her knight that protects her, and it's honestly the coziest time. It really is. I absolutely love the main people in this. It really is your typical cozy watch. That's a good time. Next up, we have a regular favorite that I want all the seasons of, and I finally have started collecting it, which is My Hero Academia. Now, I have not seen the last season. I've been waiting for it to come out all in English dub and we binge it. So next week will be the time I finally binge it, and we can, you know, end the saga, but then rewatch it, because, you know, this is the best superhero shit that ever existed. So yeah, I've got all of them gonna get on Blu-ray. One thing I have not watched yet out of all of this is the only thing I have not watched. This is Nakino Yamada, you know, the director of A Silent Voice. This is her latest movie, which is The Colors Within. Now, I know this has actually been nominated. I can't recollect what it was nominated for, I've forgotten. But I honestly know that it's set in a school setting and it's got a music element to it. Now, with this lady, this director, you're ready for a basket of emotions. So I'm looking forward to finally getting this. I actually only recently got this, so it's not been sitting on my shelf for very long. So I think probably sometime in the next couple of weeks I'm gonna sit down and watch it, because I'm in that mode of I need to watch emotional shit. So I'm excited to watch this. The last one that I have added to my collection, which I was actually not going to get originally, but I think it's a good cozy watch, just like the Saint series I just talked about, is The Ice Guy and His Cool Female Colleague. I loved this. This is going to become people's favorite, you know, Christmas watch. I wanted to rewatch this at Christmas time, but I was already watching a couple of series that I classed as like cozy anyway. So yeah, well, sorry, you can see the front, but yeah, this is a pretty new anime. This is only like, what, not even 2 years old yet, I believe. This is so cute. The girl, the guy, the ice guy, he just, how he shows his emotions through his superpowers. I love it when he has his interactions with her. I need to rewatch this, it's been some time still. But yeah, this is gonna be classic Christmas watch for people. So yeah, that's that. So there you have it. There's a little mini haul of the things that I have picked up within the last year. I would like to do obviously another haul, but that'll probably be some time until I've collected a few little things here and there. But I hopefully would like to get back into talking about some of the series that I do have on my shelf individually. We will see. So I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble about the things I have recently gotten in my anime collection. If you want an interesting fact, as it stands right now, I believe I've got 200 anime in my physical collection. That's probably gone up a little bit since those new additions, if that's a fun fact for you. So you are more than welcome to leave down in the comments if you want, if there's anything in particular you would like to see from me, but otherwise I'll be putting out what I want really. But I'm more than happy to take any suggestions below. That is fine. We are all here to have fun, honestly. I feel like that's the main thing that gets forgotten about in content creating. We get swept up in all the other shit that don't really matter, and we're doing it for the fun. So I'm happy to be back, and you can follow me on my socials. I will put them all down in the description below. And thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.